Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. It's the 18th of January and you are watching Good Morning Sri Lanka here on MTV Sports. I'm Vasam and you are joined with me in the studio with Harit.
Hello there everybody.
Hi Harit, how are you doing?
Hi Vasam, good to be on the show with you finally.
I know. I've heard so much about you and I've seen you on the show myself many times and It's actually quite a pleasure to actually be hanging out with you on the show and finally doing a show together. That's
great. As you said Vasam, thank God it's Friday. It's been a tumultuous week for Sri Lanka. So much to talk about the political scene. Well, finally coming to somewhat of a simmering down, but we understand in Pakistan we have some problems.
I mean, think about it, talking about the whole important positions of a country being tossed around here and there. It's happening in Pakistan too, Harit. The Supreme Court has issued an order, as you know. It's been going on in the news lately that Prime Minister Raja Pervez Ashraf has been they've ordered the Supreme Court order for his arrest, and the charges are based on corruption, it seems.
Well, of course, corruption, it happens in the South Asian context, but it has to be arrested, as you said. And a lot of people do compare the current situation in Sri Lanka to the beginning of Pakistan, where Pakistan had this beginning where the judges were put into jail, then the presidents were put into jail, now the military coming together, the judiciary. So I hope Sri Lanka, maybe someday in Pakistan there's no Good Morning Sri Lanka.
And what's interesting is, Harit, there's actually been a Muslim cleric who's gathered thousands of people to the square in Islamabad, into the main area of the cities, and there's also speculation that the military of Pakistan could be behind promoting this uprising that may happen in Pakistan. As you know, after the independence, over 65 years have been military rule in Pakistan, but the military claims that they don't take any responsibility for what's happening right now.
Of course, also I'm talking about something positive for the Pakistanis. They beat India in a cricket series 2-1, which was great for them. And now Pakistan will be facing this mighty South Africans. But Sri Lanka today taking on Australia in the third one-day international. So great news for the cricket fans. Are waiting to see probably very soon. In a few hours' time, we'll be starting that match as well. And we have some news about Hillary Clinton.
Yes, in the political arena, once again, Harit, it seems that Hillary Clinton may be stepping down from State Department. And it seems that it'll be for the first time in 34 years that Hillary Clinton will be a private citizen of the United States once again.
Well, she indeed was a very public citizen and a very public citizen for other countries as well. Sri Lanka heard enough of Hillary Clinton. Well, of course, maybe she might be back for a presidential
stint. And also, there is a lot of talk about the fact that she may come back in 2016 to contest as the president of the United States. And apparently, Harit, there has been a poll in America and they state that she is the most popular woman in Obama's cabinet, even more than Michelle Obama.
I see, really? Yes. Of course, Michelle Obama is not in Obama's cabinet, but maybe in another sense. And of course, something very interesting, just like us, Piers Morgan, who does a very interesting show for CNN, there's a campaign to oust him from that country because he was advocating the gun laws that should be put in USA, and New York has in fact set out some policies where they are going to pass some gun laws, and that's going to be quite a clash within the people because they believe that we need to protect ourselves with guns.
Well, that being said, Harit, I think we need to go in for a short commercial break, and when we get back we'll be interviewing a very interesting guest.
Hello and welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. You're with me, Wazam and Harit. Well, interesting show. We are having just a wrap up about what's been happening around the world. And as we told you, we have a very interesting interview, and we have in studio Mr. Pasan Wanigasekara from the edX Expo Committee. Welcome, Pasan.
Good morning, Pasan.
Good morning, guys, and thank you very much for having me on the show, and thank you on behalf of edX.
So, Pasan, I understand that you are the project coordinator of the 365 services of the edX Expo Committee.
Yes. Before I talk about the 365 services, let me, if I may, give a quick introduction about edX. It is the CSR initiative of the Royal College Union. It is a voluntary, not-profit organization that is giving back to the country what we got from the public education system in this country. After all, Royal College is a public school. So this is our 10th year in existence, and back in 2004 we started off as an exhibition of higher education and career services, but ever since that time we've grown and evolved into a gigantic organization providing diverse services to the youth of the country. Our motto is to empower Sri Lankan youth to be globally competitive, and that we do by bringing them choices, options and opportunities in higher education, training and employment. So like I said, back in 2004 we started off as a higher education and careers exhibition. Then soon afterwards that was held in Colombo, and it continues to be held in BMICH Colombo. The following year itself we went into Kandy. That was the first time that such a careers focused exhibition was there. Then the following year we started off the national art exhibition at Situam. Then we launched our online careers portal, because careers is not a one-off need, it's not an annual need, but it's an ongoing 365 need. So with that objective to bring career related services, we thought of having this online portal which has very valuable information about higher education courses, career guidance, etc. I'll talk a little bit in depth about the services there. Then the following year we started off the Think Green initiative, that is to engage, educate and the youth of Sri Lanka on sustainable living. Then just last year we started the Donate a Book campaign, and in line with our 10th year anniversary, the Live Your Dream program, that is to empower students in the most rural parts of the country, the most impoverished and that has the least facilities, leave alone the latest technology, the least facilities for education. So we've carried out quite a few programs in various parts of the country. So that's a quick overview of who we are and what we are.
Also, Pasan, now I see that you're having this exhibition at the end of the week, actually starting tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Today,
in fact. Today. It's starting today. What are the age groups which you hope to attract for this exhibition?
Well, like I said, it's a higher education and careers exhibition. So the key market or the key audience for that group, those services is the teenagers looking for tertiary education just after O levels and after A levels, as well as the youth of the country looking for again higher education, training, skills development, and of course employment. And it doesn't stop there, it also means career progression as well, because just because you have your bachelor's degree or master's degree doesn't mean that your learning comes to an end. You have to continue to be updated on the latest skills and update yourself with the latest knowledge.
Now I understand, Pasan, that 18th to 20th, that is today on to the 20th, it will be at the BMICH.
Correct.
And then it moves on to Kandy.
Correct. The following weekend, 25th to 26th, it moves on to the Kandy City Centre in the heart of Kandy. The BMICH exhibition takes place from 10:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Whereas in Kandy it starts at 9:30 and goes on till 6:30. And of course admission is free to all segments of Sri Lanka, students, parents, as well as teachers.
Indeed, Wasam, it's a great thing because I mean, I remember just after you finished your O-levels, A-levels, suddenly you're wandering in that space, not knowing what to do.
That is actually the time where you're so confused and you don't know which career lies ahead of you. And especially that's when your parents put pressure on you and,
What do you want to do?
No, it's not just what you want to do. It's sometimes, I know I've not experienced this personally, but I know a lot of friends who've gone through this, where when either your father or your mother has a particular career path in mind, they want your children to go through with the same thing. So I think exhibitions like this would actually help these kids and other people who are looking for career guidance to actually come and get some solid advice on the matter?
Absolutely, and if I may add, it's not just parental pressure; it's also peer pressure, and also very superficial things like what's my friend going to do, or somebody I like, what's she going to do, right? So those are the things that some students use in
the wrong
deciding
considerations.
The wrong considerations, very short-sighted considerations. So that's the very reason why one should go in for make a informed and long-term view decision, because it's about your career. It will define your whole lifestyle. You know, the lifestyle of a civil engineer is quite different to that of a software engineer, although both can be called engineers. Same goes to doctors, architects, etc. So you have to know what suits you in terms of what your core competencies are, what you're good at, so and what the opportunities are out there. So that's where career guidance comes in. And some of the key things that are on offer in this 10th anniversary edition is psychometric testing, where students can take a quick questionnaire. At the end of that, the output is, it will tell you what your hidden talents are, what you could really excel in. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I mean, take for instance the two of you. You know, if you definitely can't be introverts, right? An introvert cannot excel in the fields of media, or perhaps in as a lawyer. One needs to be able to communicate clearly, express oneself, and love the faculty of argument. You know, so you need to find out. Some people do realize what they're good at, but the reality is most people don't. So
true.
It brings out it brings out what you probably will excel in, what you're good at.
There's also something, Prasanna, I noticed when you were discussing. Now a lot of people have a problem when they make their resume. They really don't know what to do with it. They don't know who will want it, whether it's suitable and whatnot. Now you also have a method that matches your resume with what you need in your career and your education. Is that right?
Yes. Like I said, we have the online careers portal. Usually when somebody submits their biodata, it's for a job, right? But edX is about careers, and it provides end-to-end career services, which starts from education, training, and employment. So when somebody, be it a student, a youth, or somebody already employed, submits the CV, it gives higher education courses that matches your the qualification that you already possess and your career aspirations, as well as training that will be suitable for you, as well as employment opportunities out there.
Yes, well, very interesting stuff coming up from Pasan Wanigasekara here at the studio. If you just tuned in, you're watching Good Morning Sri Lanka, but unfortunately we are going to go in for a slight break and we'll be right back.